Yo, man. This lady right here, man, he got a whole bunch of people in this joint. You know, they going in, man. I'm just gonna let her talk. I'm gonna rewind it back. Hold up. I'm trying to tell you, man, we are definitely headed for self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. Oh man, I'm trying to tell y'all people what you gonna do. I'm gonna even rewind him, cause he was going in. Everybody going in. I might even let you hear this guy, but let me let it play.
Be given the option to relocate to these shelters is just a way for them to make it seem less inhumane than it is.
If you're homeless in D.C., you need to be paying attention. Trump says he's going to start breaking up the encampments and taking these people to outside of the Capitol. He's going to start concentrating them into government-made camps, and we all know how well...
Concentration camps. Concentrating them. That's concentration camps, which is AKA FEMA camps. They're taking people away.
Well, that turns out historically. So if you're a homeless person, especially in the D.C. area, and your tent is with a bunch of other tents, you need to move your tent. You need to find an area that they won't be able to find you, hopefully where you won't be with a lot of other homeless people, because the more of you that are in one area, the easier it'll be for them to grab you and throw you into cars and then take you off to these facilities.
You know what I'm saying? That's straight kidnapping, dog. That's what this ICE is all about. See, a lot of people thinking that this ICE is just about grabbing immigrants. But the people, they're gonna find out that this is just like an undercover martial law. The beast is coming as a thief in the night.
They're going to concentrate these people into camps, like they've always done historically. And they always start with immigrants and homeless people. And they always call them criminals. And poverty is the #1 cause of crime, but they don't want to do anything about it.
Right, they don't want to do nothing about poverty, and they always call them criminals, right? Just like what they calling the UTIs. Ain't they calling you a criminal? Aren't you on the terrorist watch list?
They've always done historically, and they always start with immigrants and homeless people, and they always call them criminals. And poverty is the #1 cause of crime, but they don't want to do anything about poverty. They'd rather spend hundreds of billions of dollars on police and ICE to round up
and gang stalkers. You know what I'm saying? These community-based turds.
Innocent people and throw them into camps. So if you're homeless, you better start paying attention.
I need you to hear this. Today, the president said that Washington, D.C. will be liberated. He went on to say that crime, savagery, filth, and scum will disappear. Disappear in all capital letters. This is Propaganda 101. Politicians use words like filth and scum. History has showed us time and time again that they're talking about actual people, real human beings. And in this case, they're talking about our homeless population. Our administration is trying to turn its citizens against the homeless population. It is trying to change the thought process.
Look, the U.S. been turned the citizens against the citizens. That's why they created this community-based agent gang stalking game. That's just another trick and a trap to turn the people against God's chosen.
In your mind to view people who are without a home as filth, scum, criminals, and savages. That's exactly what that was. But see, here's the truth. Becoming homeless is shockingly easy.
Yes, it is.
One horrific medical diagnosis, a job loss, a rent hike that you can't afford, are just a few things that could lead you or your neighbor to be sleeping on the street. And if you're thinking to yourself, oh, that would never happen to me because I could just go to so-and-so's house, that's called privilege. Privilege is not a bad thing if you recognize that you might have it and someone else might not.
Right.
Because someone doesn't have family to go to, are they now savages, criminals, filth, and scum?
Yep.
It is not a crime to lose.
That's what you are in the beast's eyes.
Your home. It is not savagery to need help. And the homelessness in the United States is because of a broken system,
Damn
not
right.
a filthy United States is because of a to need help. And the homelessness in the United States is because of a broken system, not a filthy person.
See, they didn't lie to the white folk, you know what I'm saying? I grew up back in the day, white folk, man, had it good. Picket fence, dog running around, You know, they held their head up high. They was caught up in the corporate world, the corporate America. You know what I'm saying? They was balling. Meanwhile, black folk, we was stuck in the hood and thug life. You know what I'm saying? Being mind controlled and manipulated by the beast and by television and watching Menace to Society. Out here gang banging and acting a fool. Selling drugs. Getting locked up. Doing all types of crazy things. Participating in black on black crime. You know what I'm saying? I could speak on thug life. I was a part of that bullshit, and I'm saying that as in disgrace and disgust, not as far as like trying to glorify it like most people do. I don't glorify foolishness. I understand that it's a mind control simulation, it's a mind control program, and I was once in that mind control program, just like many others that's out there. Many other these young boys out here, they're trapped in that thug life simulation. You know what I'm saying? It's a simulation, dog. You know what I mean? But back to these white folk. You know, while we was trapped in the thug life simulation, these white folks had to pick a fence, making $100,000 a year, living a good life. They really, really believed that America was going to forever take care of them, and that everything was going to be all right until their dying day. 4K pension plans and all that crap that they had that they believed in. Now look at it. Now the truth is out the bag now. You know what I'm saying? You can't even trust your 401k. Pension plans, they done eradicated that crap. What pension who? I'ma pinch you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That stuff don't even exist no more. You can't even retire now. You 70 years old, you still gotta work. You know what I mean? Everybody trying to get disability because, most people is so old, you know what I'm saying, that they can't even go to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and this not just affecting black people, this is everybody now. This is everybody. As you can see, this white lady right here. You know what I'm saying? She said because of a broken system. The system is broken. The matrix is collapsing right in front of your eyes, and it's like I always say it before, and I say it again, like the Titanic. The boat is sinking, and we're on it. And people just singing and still dancing and partying and probably fucking in the room, whatever. Hey, do you? I don't blame you. Might as well go out with a bang. If you're gonna go out, right? Might as well bust that nut, you know what I'm saying? Player. So, but hey, that's where we at right now. We're literally watching this shit fall. You know it's fall. You know it's over when you see white folk tripping. You know what I'm saying? This is corporate America. Corporate America was in favor of the white person. If you was white, you was all right in America. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is play the game right. All you got to do is go to school, get an education, and you in the corporate world. And don't be connected to some Masons or something you really gonna be in. You know what I mean? Because we already know that they run the world, right? You know what I'm saying? At least they run America, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But black folk, we just had it different. I mean, it was always struggle for us. You know what I'm saying? It was always, and I look at my life, and I realized I was always on the damn target list. You know what I'm saying? They put me in front of fake people. Everybody around my shit, around me was all fake. I'm like, the Truman Show is me, dog. Based on the fucking true story. Based on the true story, dog. I mean, I remember when I was young, when I was like 17, 18, I was talking about I wanted to go to Jamaica and shit. Nobody wanted to go. Nobody wanted to go with me. Everybody was they were trying to scare me, saying, "Oh man, it's violence over there. You come back in the box." You know, and it reminded me of Truman when Truman wanted to go to he wanted to go to Fiji or something. I think he wanted to go to Fiji, and it was like, nah. I want to be a discoverer. And the lady, his teacher was like, everything's already discovered. It's too late. So, I was in that world. You know what I'm saying? They put me in a simulation where I was surrounded by a bunch of people that was designed by design to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? So, with all the other ones that, wasn't in no damn Truman Show, I mean, you had the opportunity to live your life. I really never had an opportunity to live my life. My life was a stage from day one. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play. I don't know what kind of contract I signed, in the ethers, in the spiritual world. I don't know. I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But this is one hell of a contract.
Propaganda posts like this prime people to see their neighbors, the most vulnerable homeless population, as a group of people that need.
And you know what's funny though about this situation is that they're doing it right now. They're cracking down on the homeless when they know that in this day and time there's a lot of new homeless people that's about to be homeless for the first time. People foreclosures, losing their homes. You got squatters taking over people's homes. There's a lot of shit going on. And that's another thing too. Why law enforcement don't act like they can't do nothing about these squatters? Shit. You might as well just become a squatter then. Take over somebody else's home. You know what I'm saying? Hell with that.
To disappear. A group of people that need to be eliminated. That propaganda paves the way.
That's the key word right there. Eliminated. That's what they're doing. This is another Georgia Guidestone situation that's going on. I really can't believe people don't see this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like, I'd be like, yo, I don't know. The scripture did say, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear, and you just have that that understanding, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see through the fog, or the sight to be able to see through the fog, you know what I'm saying, that understanding to be able to see through the illusion and see what they're doing, especially by them making me a target. By them making me a target, it's like, okay, now I really, you know what I mean? But this is, this is not just going to pop off in Washington, people. This is going to go all over the United States. This is going to be their way to round people up. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all might be, if you watching my video, you might be like, well, it ain't gonna happen to me, man. I ain't gonna never be homeless. I'm trying to tell you, dog, you better watch what the fuck you say. Cause you still work for that American dollar, player. You know what I'm saying? So since you're still reliant and chained to that American dollar, you still a slave to the system. You're still a slave to this corporation. And all they got to do is drop that bitch. And once they drop it, then what you gonna do? Oh, I got some Bitcoin. I got some Ethereum. Man, shut up, man. Oh, man, that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I got some gold. Man, somebody gonna come and rob you and take that. And then if you got Bitcoin on, if it's all digital, you really fuck, because if the grid goes out, then what? You can't even access your Bitcoin. So what do you have tangible? You better have some canned goods. You better have some weaponry, some you know what I'm saying, some ammunition, some, you know what I'm saying, some stuff like that. That's what you better have. Cause all that other stuff, worrying about gold and and crypto, that really ain't gonna mean nothing when the shit jumps off. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna be worrying about that. People gonna be running for their damn lives. It's gonna be hell on earth. It's gonna be gunshots. People not in. A lot of people are over. It's gonna be a lot of bodies. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nasty out this joint. It's about to be a purge out this joint. I'm trying to tell y'all people, it's about to be a purge out here. If the rapture gonna come, it need to come now, for real. You know what I'm saying? God's chosen need to get taken away, because I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be purged on American soil.
People to be cruel and mean towards a group of people that need kindness and compassion. And I am over this dehumanizing language. You need to push back on that. Calling homeless people savages and filth, are you kidding me? We need to be speaking out to remind our leaders and ourselves that kindness and policy that is grounded in
And the thing about this situation is that they created our minds to look at homeless people a certain way. That's why they gave us, Sesame Street, when the motherfucking homeless guy was in the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Like they programmed our minds. You know what I'm saying? To like, laugh at homeless people when we see them on the corners, laying on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody's about to get a taste of their own fucking medicine. Watch, I'm trying to tell you. People, especially people like white folk that was uppity, man, they really about to get a taste of their own medicine, because you walk around thinking your shit don't stink, and you now you all right, you gonna see now. You know what I mean? That this government that you sold your soul for never gave a damn about you at all, and they just use you just to get the job done. You got it.
Dignity is the only way to help our homeless population. If you see someone struggling on the street, your first thought should not be scum. It should be, how can I help my neighbor? Love thy neighbor.
Video, I want to speak about the homelessness. Yeah, we got a homeless population in D.C. Just like most major cities got a homeless population, right? It's been there for years, man. Most homeless people, you'll be surprised about the characteristics of homeless people. I done went out and fed them and clothed them and did like that in my charity endeavors here in Washington, D.C. But one thing you got to understand about a lot of home people, first and foremost, a lot of them are veterans. A huge lot of them for veterans. So for him to aim at the veteran, at the homeless population.
And you know that the people that's veterans were once upon a time in the military.
The U.S. Park Police.
Let me let this play.
Will be leading this effort.
They was in the military. Hold on, let me wind it back. Alright. This video is for educational purpose only.
I'll be back to talk about this. Are going to enforce the laws that are already on the books here in Washington, D.C. For far too long, these laws have been completely ignored, and the homelessness problem has ravaged the city. So D.C. Code 22-1307 and D.C. Municipal Regulation 24-100 give the Metropolitan Police Department the authority to take action when it comes to homeless encampments. So homeless individuals will be given the option to leave their encampment, to be taken to a homeless shelter, to be offered addiction or mental health services, and if they refuse, they will be susceptible.
You see that? Mental health services. They always got to classify you crazy.
To fines or to jail time. Again, these are pre-existing laws.
Jail time. They're gonna give you time to spend in jail because you homeless. Since when did being homeless become a crime? Can I get a no there? If y'all don't smell martial law in this shit,
laws that are already on the books, they have not been enforced, which is part of the reason for this federalizing of the National Guard to bring in this assistance for law enforcement while we are targeting criminals and trying to remove criminals off of the streets.
They're not targeting no damn criminals. They're not removing no damn criminals off no damn streets. They are removing the citizens off the streets, and the criminals are the ones that's doing it. Can I get a no there?
And beautiful, and that involves removing mentally disturbed individuals in homeless encampments as well. So we will be using these regulations and code that already exists to clean up our streets. And we've already had great success. Not many of you picked up on this, but the United States Park Police has actually done remarkable work.
Wow, they already had great success. Must be a lot of motherfuckers in the FEMA camps right now.
In terms of removing homeless encampments from the city. Since the president signed this executive order in March, 70 homeless encampments have been removed by the U.S. Park Police. There are only 2 homeless encampments remaining in D.C. federal parks under the National Park Service's jurisdiction, and the removal of those 2 remaining camps is scheduled for this week. So the U.S. Park Police will be leading this effort alongside MPD. Just very quickly.
You just want to just throw us to the rats. Give us a home. How about that? How about just giving people that need a home inside, then we'd be inside. You never know why a person is homeless. I was rendered homeless, for sure, because my house was caught on fire. A couple of them, Red Cross put me in a hotel for 14 days, and they gave me a stipend, but they were overextended because that night, 3 other houses caught on fire.
I'm going to stop it right now. It's hitting that 20-minute mark. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is, man. This is DB Gang Stalker Simulation Player, the best channel on YouTube where you won't get the facts. You know what I mean? I'm coming at you with the raw dog, white China. This ain't been stepped on. You know what I'm saying? Pure. You add the baking soda if you want. I'm giving you the white China. Whatever you do with it after that, that's up to you. Holla back, man. Don't forget to like. Cash App $the Christ 777. Cash App $ the Christ 777. That's, you know what I'm saying? The neighbors next door slamming doors. You know what I'm saying? They done sold their souls. They mad. You know what I mean? You know, hey, that's on them. Fight the power, y'all. TIs, hold your head. We out.